Now to entertainment, Killer Queen, a tribute band to the world-famous Queen, is making a long-awaited return to MGM Springfield this weekend.
Western Mass News reporter Reagan Lokri hears from the lead singer ahead of the show, and he gives us a look into where it all began.
The cover band known as Killer Queen formed over 2 decades ago. While the members were studying in London, they bonded over their love for music.
It was all our childhood influences were all sort of there as in a great big sort of stew.
The UK-based cover band featuring Patrick Myers got their start back in 1993 at London University, performing in front of thousands of people, immediately following in the footsteps of the original band that first performed there 2 decades earlier.
Myers tells Western Mass News, as fate would have it, the band that was supposed to perform in their slot that night had dropped out last minute, and the school was on the hunt for a student band to fill the spot.
Suddenly, a photograph of me popped on this guy's desk, and he said, "Yeah, okay."
Right from their very first show, Killer Queen was pushed into a supreme headline spot, something Myers describes as a Cinderella moment, leading to a university tour, gigs at the most prestigious clubs in London, and eventually landing them abroad, filling arenas and raking in awards, becoming regulars at venues like Red Rocks in Colorado. But before they were selling at arenas, the members of Killer Queen were just fans. Myers reminisces on the moment he first fell in love with Queen. While looking for a band as magical as the Beatles, a schoolmate opened him up to a whole new world of rock and roll.
He put his headphones on my ears on a school trip. We were on for hours on this bus. And it was Queen Greatest Hits, and I was absolutely amazed. It felt like it was the best thing I'd ever heard.
Unfortunately, Queen stopped touring as soon as Myers and his schoolmates became old enough to attend a show. He later found out it was because lead singer Freddie Mercury was diagnosed with AIDS. And while in college, they got the sad news that Freddie had passed away.
Everyone in that halls of residence went into a collective grief together. We were playing their music through the windows and up and down the corridors. You could hear Queen music all the time. And we were all devastated because we'd all assumed somehow we'd see Queen live.
And since their dreams of hearing the original Queen live were crushed, they found another way to experience the music by performing the songs themselves.
We started singing songs to each other. We had this battered old piano in a laundry room. So while we were queuing up to use the washing machine, we'd sing Queen songs to each other.
From those humble beginnings to today, Killer Queen's mission remains the same: to make anyone who missed Queen decades earlier feel like they're back in time at one of the band's iconic shows. And after all this time, the thing that remains dear to Myers' heart are the songs and getting to know them inside and out.
And how much joy and happiness and like ecstasy they can give people, when you perform them.
Myers assures us fans at MGM Springfield this Sunday can expect tons of fun, spectacular costumes, and a dazzling set. Reporting in Springfield, Reagan Lokri for Western Mass News.
And again, you can catch Myers and Killer Queen this Sunday, 7:30 in the Aria Ballroom at MGM Springfield. You can get tickets on mgmspringfield.mgmresorts.com.